What's up, good people? Back at it again. See a few problems here that I need to correct during the intro, but that's not important. That's nobody. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So what's going on, good people? We back at it again. I'm doing basically a long format live stream show to the shorter video that I dropped when I showed a piece of art that was depicted where it appears to be that a woman, a black woman, fixed more in the perhaps Jim Crow time, perhaps before, dare I say, slavery. She appeared to be knitting a hole in Superman's uniform. A black woman definitely made that, and so I did a little research, found the original Instagram page, and we're going to explore that. We're going to explore this a little further. So I'd like to thank everybody who made it on in today. Strap on in. Got a good one for you today. I'm going to be examining a few other things on the topic. I'm going to want your opinions, much like I did in the comment section of the original video that I posted. And a lot of you gave your commentary on what your interpretation of that particular painting was. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get deep into that. So let's get it.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man House with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mumia Obsidian Ali. You know who I am. I need no introduction, right? And you're listening to the Grown Man Hour with my man Bernard Riley, heard weekdays right here on YouTube. What do you think about that? How about that? Now let's get back on with the show. Thank you.
And all right. We're back in the building. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on in today. So what's up? Salute. Shout out to all the good people in the building, even though I know y'all going to say some stuff today that's going to make me say that y'all are not good people. Y'all do it every day. Already right out the gate. Isaac Gabriel said something has gone too far. I don't know what you're talking about. One of the images in the thumbnail, that could be interpreted as simping, but that's not really. I mean, a woman made that picture. I don't know. How do I have a clue what you're talking about? Really don't have a clue what you're talking about. You can feel free to clarify if you wish to do so. This is United Simps of America now. I have no idea what you're talking about or who you're referring to. Terrence V says, wow, that is a proper reaction to the thumbnail. That is definitely a proper reaction because it is some wow there. It is some wow there. Why do you guys talk about simping? We are in a gynocentric culture. Don't know why you can't talk about simping in a gynocentric culture. See the guy just came in, said salute Bernard. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Said he said in the building, says salute Bernard as well. Excalibur says salute Bernard. Salute to all of you brothers in here. Apple Mac 5 with the funny avatar picture. Shout out to you. My man Jerome D in the building says War Eagle. Auburn versus Alabama today. Okay, that's the thing. You into that? Yeah. Not my thing, not my particular yeah, I don't get into that. I love some football, but not no I'm assuming you're talking about college football when you say Auburn versus Alabama today. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But that's not, I don't do college football like that. I do not do college football like that. Love the NFL. Love the NFL, barely watch college. It's a weird thing. I'm like that. I like watching the pro sports, even though the college game, so I've been told, so everyone tells me, and from a wide shot, when I look at it, it does seem to be a bit more, exciting. But, I just don't get into it. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I don't know. I just like to watch it, like watching the pro game. Loving what's happening in the NFL, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Cam Newton, those Patriots, man, they got to win out to make the playoffs. I'm going to be mad if they don't. Yeah, I don't want to see Brady have that long of a string of success. They replace him with a black quarterback and they don't make the playoffs. A former MVP black quarterback who made it to the Super Bowl but laid a freaking egg when he got there. Yeah, Complex is saying college football is a better product. That's what I hear. But I don't care. I like watching the pros. I like watching the pros, but yeah, it's a lot of good going on in the NFL. I'm a fan of mobile quarterbacks. Even though if you got an all-time great who know how to sit in the pocket and find his receiver, that's probably the best way to win. But just the pure excitement of the read option or a quarterback like Kyler Murray when he just in trouble and got to make a play, got to make something out of nothing. Nothing better. Very exciting. And we just saw Lamar Jackson win an MVP. We saw Cam Newton win an MVP a few years ago. We see Russell Wilson out there handling business. There's so many of them. So yeah, black quarterbacks are taking over. They'll never replace the truly great pocket passer, but those borderline, like in Detroit, how we had Joey Harrington for like 8 years, the quarterbacks like him, they're done. If you're gonna have a white guy that can't run who's a mediocre passer, you might as well have a black guy who can run who's a mediocre passer. So you can do the read option. So that's my prediction. Where maybe 5-10 years from now, we're gonna see at least 20 starting quarterbacks. The only way you're gonna be able to be, 20 black starting quarterbacks. The only way you're gonna be able to be a pocket quarterback, just sitting in the pocket but can't run, you got to be great. That's just my prediction. I could be wrong. But the mobile quarterback, the read option, I love that. And when you get a guy that got that happy medium, I'm thinking Lamar Jackson might be that, but he a little shaky, little inconsistent. But give me a guy with that happy medium where they could run like that and they could stay in that pocket consistently and make a steady career of doing that without getting hurt. Yeah, you may have a record-breaking greatest all-time football player. So yeah. On the lookout for that. Lamar Jackson might be that guy, but Kyler Murray, god dang, he looking good. Sometimes they can stop him. Those guys are stoppable. Don't get me wrong. If you got a good DN, good outside linebackers, they can keep them from getting to that outside if you work it right. But enough about that. I can't wait to watch some football tomorrow. Can't wait. NBA is coming right back at us. So yeah, we got us sports fans got a lot to be thankful for to play on this Thanksgiving weekend or whatever. us sports fans do got a lot to be thankful for, that they figuring out a way to bring sports back with the Rona. They figuring it out. And I like it. I like it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. But I'm glad they're giving us sports. I'm glad the NBA coming right back at us. All of that is wonderful. All of that is wonderful. Hold on. They're bringing it all right back to us. I think the preseason start in like 14 days. I think December 11th, the preseason will be starting with the NBA. And once again, silent. I have no idea who that is. The Bernard looking like Jay Reed from Too Deep. Too Deep movie that I haven't seen. Don't know what the hell you're talking about. Don't know what the hell you're talking about, silent. And of course, you always do that. You're always talking about stuff where I know it's not what the hell you're talking about. But I am going to do a show on that article that you sent me. I'm going to do a show on that. Maybe tomorrow. Don't hold me to it, but maybe tomorrow. But today, as we had been on the air for a little over 10 minutes, only got 51 people in here. So those that you're in here, hit that like button. Make sure you let people know that you're in the building. That way the algorithm sends it out to more people so we can get a audience in here, because we got some things to talk about. Now, some of you may have seen my original video on this. I did a short pre-recorded. It really wasn't pre-recorded. It was actually a live stream that I did, but did it under the banner of private and then just made it public, which isn't the right way to go, which I found out. The algorithm sent it to more people if you just do a short video and make it a pre-record. But either way, I'm learning some things. Because a pre-recorded snippet that y'all already saw that I took from a previous video of me and Black Ram chopping it up, they sent that one out to more people. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough of the YouTube political mumbo jumbo of me trying to figure out the algorithm and all kind of stuff like that. Enough of that. Let's look at this damn trying not to cuss. Let's look at this painting. Okay. If you didn't see my original video and my original take on that, Bernard in Too Deep, where LL. Okay, yep. That's what I thought it was. Yep, I'm familiar with the imagery of that movie. But yeah, I never saw it. I saw bits and pieces of it. I might have fell asleep on it once or twice. But there it is. Good people. There it is. Complex, you just said Lamar got the Rona. Is that for real? Hey, man, don't be dropping no nonsense in here, man. Are you for real? That's like stop the show worthy. Right there. I'm not going to stop the show, but I'm about to just do a quick Google, and hopefully Complex is pulling my leg on that one. Who the hell invented the term pulling my leg? Yeah. That's true. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, back on with the show. That sucks. I'm very... yeah, he probably caught it on Thanksgiving, trying to live it up with the fam. Probably. That's a strong possibility. All right, let me stay on topic here. That's upsetting. Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, two black quarterbacks that I enjoy watching, got the Rona. At one, well, Cam had it. And then now Lamar. Negroes got $1 million careers, get paid to perform on Sunday. The NFL season is relatively short. Y'all should be the social distance champions of the world, as far as I'm concerned. Like, too much is just riding on y'all not getting corona. Quarterback of an NFL football team. What do you mean the Ravens organization got it? How do an organization get it? Okay, yeah, good point, John Henrik. He said they love thoughts. That's what I predicted from the start. I predicted that from the start, that it will come down to them not being able to stay away from the skeezers. They rescheduled the Steelers game because so many people in the Ravens organization came down. That's right. The Ravens and the Steelers was supposed to play on Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken, right? I was looking forward to that. Then when it came time, when I got off the air, I went and looking, and I was like, dang, okay, so it just slipped my mind that they were supposed to be playing. I knew it was a game I was looking forward to. But when I pulled up and started looking, I couldn't find it, because the two games that was on, the two games I really didn't care that much to see. And yes, even my hometown Lions, home state Lions, I should say. Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to seeing them. Wasn't looking forward to seeing them at all. But yeah, I felt like something was missing, and I didn't know what. And I didn't feel like researching it. So I just said, screw it. I just watched what was on and fell asleep. But yeah, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. And it's going to be wilder with the NBA, with that not 82 but 72 game schedule. That 72 game schedule that they got going on is going to be worse. There's going to be so many cases popping up. It's crazy, man. Dr. Low IQ in the building. He says, support the brothers. Support the brothers. Thanks, Dr. Low IQ. I appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Appreciate everybody who supports the show. But right now, you could support the show with a like. We got 73 people in here, only 33 likes. I know all the people that make it in bright and early are people that rock with the show. You rock with the show, hit the like button. Hit it. But anyway, okay. If you saw my original, everybody's had time to examine this. If you can't fully see what's going on, she's apparently knitting. You can't from far away. You can't really see that she has a little knitting. I don't even know what they call it. The little things, the little pins in her hand. She's knitting a hole in Superman's uniform. That's what she's doing now. If you missed the hold up. There we go. If you missed the original, and I got a new Patreon that I got to shout out in a little bit, but shout out to all the other Patreons. I got to update the scrolling list. But anyway, if you saw the original video, just very briefly, my interpretation of what is happening here in this photo is as simple as this, and it's based off something that I saw before. I saw a really nice photo that I thought that was cute. It was beautiful. It was nice. It was, not to get all mushy, but it was a woman. It was a black woman. It was a painting of the sort of some cartoon illustration. She was ironing what appeared to be Superman's cape or Superman's uniform, but she was ironing it for her man while he was getting ready to go to work. It was symbolic. She was essentially what I took from that, even though her man wasn't Superman, he was just a regular dude who worked a regular job. He was her man. She viewed her man as Superman, and she was proudly ironing his cape before he went to go be a garbage man or whatever he was. In her eyes, he was Superman, and she was ironing his uniform. And when she was ironing her husband's clothes before he went to work, as far as she was concerned, she was ironing Superman's cape or Superman's uniform. That was beautiful. I liked that. But that's the baseline or the springboard that I go from, where I'm looking at this and I say, okay, well, what is the artist trying to say here? This isn't just a regular woman just ironing or knitting a hole in Superman's uniform. This is a woman who's dressed like a black housemaid in the times when black people served white people. And that was pretty much the only job for a woman. I remember in that Madam C.J. Walker Netflix show, she said the only job for a black woman was either being a maid, being an entertainer, or being a hooker. One or the other. Those were the three jobs. Those were her three jobs. And somebody said Mrs. Butterworth. Yeah. Shout out to Game Changer. She definitely looks like a professional soup stirrer. I mean, no, syrup stirrer. That's what he called them when they leave the house on their way to work with those scarves and their head wrapped up, or I call them those Erica Badu rags on their head. They Game Changer said they look like they syrup stirrers for a living. they go into work and go stir some syrup. That's what they're going to do. But so get out of there silent. He said Mrs. Daggleworth. But yeah, so she's just not just some regular woman just knitting Superman's cape. It's very specific that she's dressed like a maid, or I mean like a servant, that dates back to the day and era and time when that was the job of black women, to serve white people in their homes. That's how she's dressed. And we could possibly go back. No, they're American Negro. She ain't crippin'. That is some nice royal blue, man. I swear I do like that blue. It's popping. Her slave uniform is popping. It is. But be that as it may, this is either a Jim Crow era housemaid outfit or uniform, or we can go back further to slavery. One or the other. So needless to say, if she's dressed like that and she's working and she's knitting a hole in Superman's uniform, then quite naturally we would have to say that she is knitting that hole in the Superman's uniform that belongs to either the man she works for or that she is owned by. Which means that she must view that white man that she works for and or is owned by, she must view him as Superman. What black woman came up with the idea, the notion to paint this? Now, you can never know exactly what the artist's intentions are. I said that in that original video I made. You can never know exactly what is the artist's intentions when they put something together. You could just look at it and interpret it. That's why I like art. That's the one time when you can, where you don't have to, have full logic and reason and facts and stats, and you could just sit back and just look at it and enjoy it. You can suspend disbelief. You can just get in the moment and just go. You can just, that's the time when I can just go with it. It's art. And that's why art can be fun. That's why I do like looking at art. I do like looking at paintings that tell a story. My mind works like that. That's probably why I was, when I saw the image of that one guy standing up when his woman was sitting down in the chair that looked almost like the chair Huey P. Newton was sitting in, and the kids around her, and he's kind of behind her. I was looking at the imagery. That picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's why I wanted to compare it to another picture where the family was seated with the man in the center. And all pictures are worth 1,000 words. But it's one thing when it's a picture of actual people versus when it's an artist who conjured it all up from within. Then it really just begs, what is she trying to say? Y'all are stupid. American Eagle said, I can see through that dress. She has a big booty. The image that I have, appropriately or inappropriately, the image that I have of a Muslim woman, a Nation of Islam woman, I don't know exactly what she is, in the thumbnail of when I took a snippet of me and Black Ram's conversation, when he gave actually really good endorsement for Nation of Islam women. That woman, she happened to have on a dress in that picture that said where it's something to squeeze. It squeezes at the waist, so her waist was kind of squoze together, so you could see it accentuated her buttocks. But even if you go to the Instagram page of the chick where she got on just regular flowing dresses that go from head down to the ankles, you can still look and be like, man, even if I didn't see other pictures, you could look at her in that outfit. She fully dressed, covered up in what I call a beekeeper suit, and you could still tell she got some ass up under all of that. But yeah, we ain't nothing. We horrible people. We horrible people. It don't matter. We trying to look at curves up under anything. Horrible people. Need to get our life together. Need to get it together. But yeah. Hijab is not just the headdress. That was blasphemous stottery. LOL. Thank you. Yeah, she doing some blasphemous stottery on her Instagram page, but she's I don't know. She's working it. She's over sexualizing that look. She's making a look out of it because the purpose of that is to cover up a woman's beauty. That's the purpose of all of that. But she's trying to get overly beautiful in it, but while selling the notion of, I don't know, purity in some, I'm not even going to try to break her down spiritually or religiously because I can't, because that ain't my thing. But I see what, it's like I see what you did there type of deal. They're actually doing that in adult entertainment. You got women, y'all seen the videos. If not, it's an easy search where they got the chicks that look kind of like they're Middle Eastern. They look kind of Middle Eastern. They got their head covered, but butt naked, busting it wide open. Y'all seen it. So but yeah, that's the thing that they doing now. But yeah, so the woman, yeah, dang Christopher, she's selling sin all day. But the woman in the picture, in the picture in the thumbnail of my discussion with Black Ram, yeah, she's definitely selling some sin. But I don't know what they selling right here in this picture. I don't know what they selling. And the first thing I'm going to do before I go actually to the page of the Instagram page of the person who made this painting, I'm going to briefly check in on I do want to hear what y'all think, what y'all interpretation of it, because I could have an incorrect interpretation. So the interpretation of you guys is rather important. It means something. So I want to look at a lot of what you got. I want to just read off what everybody's saying in the comment section of the original video when I touched on this. Blackswer404 says, it says to me that black women serve white supremacy, which she does if she's a feminist. That was his interpretation of that. And I can't say that he offered a bad interpretation. And I am messing up big time because I don't got this video set monetized. I be messing up. I be losing out on some of that Google AdSense money. There we go. Now it should be commercials playing when people come in. Somebody said, what is that on the floor? It's probably just the rest of her dress. Yeah. But anyway, looking at more of the comments real quick before I go to the original Instagram page. Curtis Bro says, it says Joe Biden is our Superman. She's also wearing the Democratic color. Feminist Tears says, nothing to think. Just run for your life. Black King says, this portrays black woman as fully caring, supportive, submissive, and serving to the white man, her absolute and super powerful master. Ephraim McKenzie says, the art interpretation is called the Mammy. It's been known by it for the past 70 years. From the film Gone with the Wind, which the infamous character was played by Hattie McDaniels, and where she was the first African-American woman to win Best Supporting Actress. And let me blow that up so I can read it a little more better. Mr. Shane Vicious says, I see delusions of grandeur. That's black women getting Biden elected. That's what Perfect Storm said. Shout out to him. Dwayne H says, I thought this was Aunt Jemima, LOL. Yeah, right at the start of that video, I was like, what in the Aunt Jemima is going on here? Eugene Thompson says, she's sewing her own cape. And I responded to that one by saying, yeah, nice try. Omega says, where can I find this? And I responded to that by telling him, tune in to the live show tomorrow, which is today, which I'm going to let you know where you can find it very soon. Tahaka Taseti says, is she about to put that cape on? I strongly doubt that. Well, he said blasphemy. But be that as it may, all of that aside, let's get down to the have to flex the shoulder a little bit. Let's get down to the business of looking at the original Instagram page. Let's get down to the business of looking at the original Instagram page and see what's going on here. I thought it was a page called Dope Black Art, but this page here is called Nubia Mancy. It's not like they was trying to say Nubian. Nubia, okay. Yeah, I can see it. There it is right there. That's the original Instagram page. The original artist didn't come from. I'm going to show you who the original artist is, but this is where I found it. That is where I found it. And there's interesting stuff on here. Like I said, I like looking at art. Oh, by the way, I got a thing for this. Okay, this, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Kind of got a thing for that right there. That's definitely doing it for me. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. Shout out to the Perfect Storm. She is knitting that cape for all of the Super Saiyan Sims. Good one. Good one. Good one. And Hood Conservative says this art is trash. Yeah, new. I'm no fan of them sticking their tongue out in pics, but she was being a cat though. It was Halloween. She was a cat, so she had to. It was part of the theme of the costume. She wasn't being slutty. Don't charge her up with that. You see how when you're attracted to a chick, you start making excuses. When you're attracted to a chick, she can do anything. She was just going with the theme of the character, man. Don't. Yeah. But all right. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Oh wait, no, I'm here already. All right. Cats do stick their tongue out when they licking milk or drinking or just go with it. All right. Imagery by Mary Saband. Mary Saband. We're gonna click on that real soon, but I do want to see what. Okay, look at that. Is this a man or a woman? His interpretation of it is she made you. Is that a man or a woman? That is a woman. Okay, so that's a woman saying her interpretation of it is she made you. Behind every Superman is a superwoman. That's his interpretation of it. But then why is she in a 1930s housemaid uniform that they wore when they worked for white people, cleaning the houses and scrubbing white people toilets? Fatal Dosage says, you say you guessed the cape is Bernard's. Oh, no, it's not. I was talking about the Catwoman chick that I showed. That's the one that I was caping for when they tried to criticize her for having her tongue out. I put a cape on for the one that was worthy of being caped for. Don't. But yeah, this person is saying behind every Superman is a Superwoman. That would be fine if it was like that original painting that I talked about. That painting that I talked about where a woman was ironing her husband's uniform before he went to work, and he was just a regular guy going to work more than likely at a regular job. But she viewed, my interpretation of it is, she viewed her man as Superman. So when she was ironing her husband's clothes before he went to work, she felt like she might as well have been ironing Superman's cape or Superman's uniform. That was beautiful. This woman is in the costume or uniform of a housemaid, or dare I say house slave, while knitting a hole in Superman's cape. So that's why I don't think you can say the behind every man rhetoric with this one. All right, why is it hard to see? Okay, Super is the mother behind the hero. Oh, okay. I see what he did there. I don't buy it. Somebody said, I'm going to sit and stare at this for a minute. This joint needs to marinate. Seriously. Thank you. Okay. That's a correct response. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So sometimes you just got to just sit back and just let it marinate. Just. Somebody said this is dope as F. Goosies. I say caption it. So okay, they just put the Bible in it. Really? They didn't put the word of God in this. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know what you do for strangers. I don't know a single verse in the Bible, but I'm gonna remember this one thanks to. Okay, some bull. Uh-oh. Oops, I'm trying to report nothing. Amazing insight. Thank you for casting beautiful light. Okay, yeah, y'all on some goofy stuff. Excuse me. I gotta stop burping on the air, but I can't help it. For my son, somebody says powerful. One who is truly Superman. I see what he's trying to go with that. Black women are their savior, are the saviors of this country. That's what he's getting out of this, okay? I just like to look at people's interpretations. Black people are the supermen of America, KKK. This says, in my opinion, black people can make it, we can support it, but we can't wear it. Okay. That's a good interpretation. We can make it. We can make it. We can support it, but we can't wear it. That's almost the truth. We can. We do create a lot of stuff. We do support a lot of stuff. That 1.3 trillion spending power. Silent, you didn't have to time her out for giving her opinion on that. All right. Even though she was taking jabs, but I don't think her interpretation of it. I saw her. I skimmed her interpretation. I think she gave her interpretation. At least I think that was her. And hers wasn't worth a damn either. But she had to be timed out. No need to time people out. Let people rock. Grinch in the building says black women are like burnt pancakes. We know they better when they yella. That has nothing to do with the topic, Grinch. He just came in. Get out of there, Grinch. Get out of there. I like them dark. And I do. Real talk. I like them dark skinned at it. Hood Servitor says women think a dirty pad on a checkerboard is art. Clark Kent, thanks for the super chat, Grinch. Clark Kent in disguise. He's passing as normal human, white, but he's really the peak of human evolution and absorbs sunlight. His skin gets darker and his hair gets kinkier as Superman. But I like what this brother said here, Anthony Murphy. I like what he said there. I do like what he said there. Somebody says it's a potent photo. Okay. Most of her work inspired by her family history. Dare I say all of it. For those who are sensitive viewers to her work, I advise you to do research on this. Very talented woman, and I guarantee you will widen your perspective. It's not just for attention, it's literally her childhood story covered through the eyes of her alter ego. Trust me, you will learn a lot. Okay, here we go. Garbage picture. Somebody says garbage picture. Superman lore has always been pretty respectful to black people, featuring very prominent black characters and alternate Superman. Not feeling this at all. I'm not feeling it either because of my interpretation of it. I don't know. I don't really care for what he said there, but I mean, my interpretation of it, I'm not feeling it. Somebody says, beautiful, very symbolic picture. Symbolic of what? I've only heard one person give some good symbolism. All right, here we go. We got Grinch back in the building with, I believe, another one. I don't think that's the same one. He says, "The darker the bush, the darker the days ahead." Man, come on. You like the dark skinned it. You be singing that Dita Rail song. Cut it out. You like to spit that last verse of that Dita Rail song. My dark skinned queen. You about that. Cut it out. Where we at? Where we at? Ma Kent. So now some people are saying she's his mama. Okay. In comics, Superman was originally depicted as a black man. It fits. Hmm. Okay. You're supposed to bring a smile. All right. All right, that's it. So I gotta go right to the actual artist. Gotta go right to the actual artist, which is there. Here we go. This is the actual artist. Follow her if you must, if you want to. I actually enjoy art though, so this ain't me just trolling. But it's like that one is actually something to see. But she got a lot of imagery like this. But see, yeah, there's the one right there. That's the one right there. Now we don't know what the artist's intention, purpose, meaning, or whatever is in saying in make in paint and make and putting this together. Good question, complex. He says, "Does Superman resemble the woman eating his cape?" That's why I said that is a housemaid from 1920 knitting the cape of the person who she's working for, because she apparently views the white man that she's working for, as Superman. That's how I interpreted it. I'm sorry. That's what I interpreted it as. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. They wouldn't put her. They wouldn't put her in a housemaid uniform if her being a housemaid was not a part of the story here. So that's why I feel like when people just say, "Oh, is Superman's mom, or is this, or is that?" No, no, no. That's a reach. That's the reach. Behind every man is no. That's a reach. She's in a maid uniform for a reason. She's working right now, and part of what she does is work for the and we know what this era of work represents. A time when that was pretty much the only job a black woman could get, is working in the house, cleaning up after white people. She's in that uniform. She's cleaning up after, or working for, or knitting the clothes or the uniforms of those that of which she worked for. Now, why is it a Superman cape? I'm just saying she probably views the the white man she works for as Superman. That's where I went with it. And there's art that I've seen that represented something very similar, where a black woman was ironing her husband's clothes before he went to work, and the clothes she was ironing was a Superman uniform. She viewed her husband as Superman. That was beautiful. So, predicated on that, I'm kind of building from there. And that's what I'm going with. That's my interpretation. Y'all are all welcome to interpret what y'all want. Okay, yeah, look like y'all clown. I'm reading what Panther God said. Look like y'all clowning a bit. She says they don't make them like they used to. And somebody suggested we should ask the artist. That's something I might start doing. I might start reaching out to people far outside this space and try to get answers to questions like that. She feed him off her breast and let no nutrients for her own. Don't know what he means there. Complex says Panther God. So you're telling me he's saying basically, so you're telling me this picture represents Jesus in Israel. Yeah, some people reaching. Some people reaching. That's the original artist though, right there. You can see their name right there. Y'all can type that in. Y'all can go click on it. I think I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her what she means by that. But in my deep dive of looking at all this black art, man, when you do it, you notice crazy stuff. Crazy, wild, wacky stuff. Oh man. Where is it? Where is it? Not that one. Damn it, I should have bleeped out the boobs. That's Sarah Baartman. Y'all know who that is. And these are white men worshiping her. Who draws this stuff, man? Who in the hell draws this stuff or comes up with this stuff? Leo Anthony in the building with a super chat. He says, given the fact that it's believed black men have to work harder than the common non-black in America, he has to be Superman in order to stand out or be acknowledged. So the black woman in this pic is showing her support. Ah, okay. I see what you did there. I understand that, but I can't get past the simple fact that she's in a housemaid's costume. That's why I brought up the image of a woman, a black woman who was she was ironing for her husband while he was getting ready for work, and she was ironing Superman's cape. Now, if I could look at that as, yes, I could look at that exactly how you wrote it out and interpreted it. But if they make her a housemaid, then no, I'm sorry. I can't just take that one and just say that, oh, she's she's knitting a hole in Superman's uniform for her husband because she views her husband as Superman. Nah, see, that's the tricky part. That's why you got to look at the totality of the picture. Jerome said, like I said, they love being either victims or deities. Yeah, that's true. In 1 minute, they're to be worshipped. At 1 minute, they're oppressed victims. That's very true. Shout out to City of Truth, says Sup Bernard. But thanks for that super chat, Leo Anthony. I can't get in the car and ride with that one. I can't get in the car and ride with that one. But this is I don't know where this one originally came from. That's the name you see down there. That's not the original artist or original person who posted it. Anthony says, "Good one, Jerome." Yeah. Um. But yeah, let me bring that back up. I hope I don't get in trouble because she is for the most part nude, but I've seen images of her worse and showing more than that. But but yeah, that's some more weirdness. I'm almost an hour in. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm not as opinionated on this one because this one is more. This one is to me. This one is more weird than the other one. If you know the history of Sarah Baartman and all that surrounded it, I mean, I could see how a black woman would theoretically want to cast a light of what she thinks it should have been. But I don't know. But we got Complex, come back. I need you to rescue me. Complex popped up in the back chat. I need you to come back. I need somebody to come save the day. Because I don't know what to say about this one right here. I somewhat got a lot to say about the other one. This one, I don't know what to do with it. Get out of there, Perfect Storm. Complex Design in the building. What's going on?
What's going on, Bernard? Top of the morning, man.
Yeah, man. Another day at it. So what you got on either of those paintings that I showed?
I actually did one of my Sapio live streams, man, and the topic was on art interpretation. Yeah, because art interpretation, one's ability to actually look at an image and translate it into words is a sign of intelligence.
Oh.
So yeah, I kind of actually explored that theme of being able to look at art and deduce
it's like some little clicking or something going on.
Yeah, that's my mic, dude. Hold on 1 second. This thing is a pain in the ass. Okay, how do I sound?
Yeah, the clicking went away, so good.
Okay, yeah, it rubs up against like either like my chin or something, and I have like scruffy hair, so it makes noise. No, sometimes, man, art isn't. You ever seen like those pictures where people go to an art gallery, right? You'll see a whole bunch of people staring at like an art piece, and all it is like a dot.
Yeah.
Right. It's very simple. And then what people are trying to do is they're literally trying to like find some deep meaning out of something simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And sometimes that's not what art requires. Sometimes the art is just in your face. Sometimes you're not supposed to be digging for deep meaning. Okay. So this is where interpretation comes in, right? Now, if you're asking me what I was looking at as far as like the Superman, the Superman image.
Yeah, let me pull that one back.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Okay, hopefully this will. There it is.
Yeah. Now, here's what we can say to this, right? We can say one of two things. Either the message that comes across when you initially look at it is the intended message, or there's a term in art, I can't remember what it's called, but essentially it's to draw you in, right? It's to have you think one thing, and then there's like a hidden meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now, if I'm just to go on based on my interpretation of this, this was done by a Black artist, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Right. So let's just assume that the intention was not to say that what she's doing is basically being like the help or the support for, I guess you can say the white power structure.
Yeah, but she definitely put her in the help uniform. But
yeah,
right, I understand.
Right.
I understand.
So then let's look at why it is that the artist may have intentionally wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
right? Like on first glance, you'll say, "Oh yeah, that's just the mammy right there, supporting Clark Kent, Superman, the super white guy could do no wrong. He can leap tall buildings in a single bound, can do this, can do all that."
Mm-hmm.
And this is the image, right? This is the image that is behind him,
Mm-hmm.
right? But look at her face.
Okay. Let me
She doesn't look happy doing it,
right.
right? She doesn't look happy doing it. So what we could then start to peel back a layer or two, and we can start to see that maybe it was through servitude, through force, through coercion, through a number through a number of things where she made him Superman because she was coerced into having to do it, right?
Mm.
And you can see a look of remorse on her face, like a look of she doesn't look happy doing it.
Right.
So we have to look at, and one, now that's another layer, right? You can go into why that is, but I think the look on her face gives it away. On first glance, you're looking at a Superman cape and essentially a mammy-ish figure, a Hattie McDaniel figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sewing the cape, which would insinuate that she basically is his helpmate in a lot of ways. She's sewing his damn cape,
Mm-hmm.
right? But her face doesn't show that she actually enjoys it.
Right. Yeah. Leo Anthony in the building says, could it be the black woman is showing her servitude to white supremacy who views themselves as superior?
I mean, those are some takeaways, right? Because I mean, let's take the word, okay, superior, Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's you have to go on this theme. What does Superman represent? He was a superior form of man, leap tall buildings in a single bound, and all that crap. Okay, and this, like I said, look who's sewing his cape, and look at the look on her face.
Yeah. Thanks, Leo Anthony, for that super chat. Appreciate it. We got Irv Gotti in the building. What's going on? What you got on this?
Man, this is I love art, man. I'm with you on that art stuff, man. Big shout outs on that. How you doing, brother? But what I
What's
look
good?
at
What's going on?
is
What's going on?
see the black woman. See, she had I made that little. I want to clarify what I said about her. She breastfed white children and took care of white children before she was able to get home and take care of her own children and give them little to nothing because she gave everything to them. And this is her saying that y'all owe me. So she's going to double down on this politically. She was in the house. She feels as if she can run this house. And that's where black women and white women have always bumped heads. She feel like she should be in the Olivia Pope situation.
See, the problem with that is, okay, I get, I see where you're going with it. I see where you're going with it. But okay, when you start out saying that she couldn't do that for, her own family, she was doing it for some other family, since you feel like she deserved this or deserved that. Okay, but why the Superman cape though? It's like you're ignoring the Superman cape and you're just looking at that she's a housemaid working for somebody else. Why the Superman cape? It's like you skipped over that.
I don't know. I mean, you know what, brother? It's almost like they saying that they say that she's looking at this as a savior, and I ain't want to go there, but I mean, it looks like she's looking at it as a savior or a way out, and she building it up.
Yeah, Complex. What do you think about what he's saying there?
I'm still, like I said, it's the look on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Art is intentional.
Yeah.
So it's the look on her face, and that's what we have to explore. Like, why does she have his cape in her hand, but why does she look that way?
Yeah, she's not happy about doing this. That's
not.
clear. She's not happy about doing this. That
Right.
much
So
is
what's the artist then trying to tell us?
she's not happy, but she's content with doing it because we're not. I mean, there's a lot of us that are not happy with our jobs and what we're doing in life, but we content because it pay the bills. I mean, a lot of people haven't broken free because of contentment, and that looks like contentment to me because she's keeping on. That she ain't mad. She content. She keeping on.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Contentment would imply, like, you know, her shoulders wouldn't be slumped, her head wouldn't be down, she wouldn't have a look of melancholy. Contentment means you're fine in your place. Your head would be up, your shoulders would be up, you'd be perfectly fine sewing that cape.
Yeah, no. So I think it's a correct interpretation that she's sewing the cape of somebody who's superior to her, and she don't like doing it. She don't like that she has to do it. That's a way to go about it. I mean, you can't escape the Superman element of it. Who's Superman?
That's what I kept asking. That's what I kept asking in the chat. I was like, dude, I mean, shout out to Panther God if he does like comic book breakdowns and all that. But I'm like, dude, this is art interpretation, and we're looking at a singular image here. So before we go down the road of the mythos and what do we know culturally? Who do we know Superman as? Okay, so let's not do all of that. When you see that blue cape with the red and yellow S, you know the image that pops in your head. You don't think Jesus and, you know, Israel and all this other shit. You think it's Superman. You think Clark Kent. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just go on that, because if what you were supposed to be taking away from this was a narrative about Jesus and all that other stuff that he was putting in there, she wouldn't be dressed as a mammy. She'd be looking at like some kind of like high priestess or something, dealing with some superior or some Superman, if you will, right? But that's not what the artist gave us here. The artist gave us a woman who looks tired of supporting Superman.
Yeah. And that was and it would be, and I could take out the racial element of it if she wasn't dressed in the mammy uniform. You know.
Well, no, I think that was the whole point, though. I mean, art is intentional. She put her in a mammy uniform for a reason and put Superman's cape in her hand for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but my only issue is she's still looking down, continuing to do it. She's looking at it, continuing to do it. That's my only issue.
Don't a lot of women today continue to do shit that they don't like to do, but they do it for whatever reason?
So wouldn't that be contentment?
I don't know if that's contentment. You'd have to ask women who do that. I would point to it as some sort of, I wouldn't say contentment. I would say more of like a condition that you're kind of either it's dysfunction. So I think it's psychological more than anything.
That's very true, but you can get you can become psychologically content where you're at. As you know, you have a lot of people running around.
Well, that doesn't negate the dysfunctional state that you're in. That just means that you're comfortable in your dysfunction. That doesn't change the fact that you're in dysfunction.
That is very true. That's very true.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have another contestant on The Price is Right to tell us what the hell does this painting actually mean. Darth Slothy is in the building, about to say something crazy, but you got it.
Man,
get crazy on us today. Get crazy on us today.
Man, you keep playing me, man. You playing me. But
you good. Hold on, real quick. Shout out to Michael Ross. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. But go ahead, Darth Slothy. You got it.
Yeah, who posted this?
It was a chick on Instagram. I had her her name up there for a second. I forgot what her name is.
Was she like the original painter?
Yeah.
And was like does she seem like pro-blackish, or you know?
Her art
does black art. She does
black art, and she looked pretty blackish.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll say this. I think it might be like Complex said, you see the look on her face, she seems kind of tired. I think it's like might be showing pretty much the pain of her having to support her so-called Superman. Y'all think about that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what we thought about. And then that's one aspect of it. the pain of having to support her Superman. But that's I mean, it's not like you're going in the route where it's her man that she's doing that for, but then why the mammy costume? I mean, why the mammy uniform? Now you could say
that's the Olivia Pope illusion. If you were to now fast forward it to a modern context, you kind of saw that with that scandal thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. The mammy costume, I think, is to show like the slavery thing. So it's like, you got to go out there and he got to be Superman for Mouser, and she got to hold down the fort. But she's still kind of being neglected because Superman has to be Superman.
I think she mad because she's second place. She doing all this work and she still ain't winning.
Well, you don't. That's the part where now you can get into maybe like the second, third layer of interpretation, right? Why is she down? Okay, now that we've established, obviously she doesn't look exactly happy doing what she's doing. What would be the reason for her sullenness?
Maybe because she's like, what I'm saying, being the backbone of so-called Superman, but she realizes that Superman is pretty much the garbage man. You get what I'm saying?
You said Superman's the garbage man.
Yeah, pretty much. Like as far as say, okay, go back in time, you would say like if this mammy, what I'm saying, she would be like supporting her husband, and he's really doing Superman stuff, picking 12,000 pounds a day, or 1,200 pounds a day, and at the end of the day, they have nothing. They have peanuts. They eating off.
I'm gonna go left field on y'all boys, yo. Do you feel like Thomas Jefferson black baby mama is mad as hell that she didn't get nothing and all his white kids got all his inheritance? That's why she mad. She's second place, brother. She put in all that work and neglecting her own and didn't get no payout. That's man. If she said
this is very possible. I mean, now we have to explore why someone would be. I mean, it's like you know how in close proximity to you are to Superman. Like, why do you look like this?
Because they see like Master's living good with it on his hog, and she's probably in the house. You know what I'm saying? So
now I would say this: the artist was I think it was a sister who did this. So I mean, I maybe as a woman,
her caption when she posted it is she said they don't make them like this anymore. So take that to mean whatever you.
They don't make them.
Yeah, that makes it totally different.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Let's do this. Let's do this.
The exact quote. She said, "Oh yeah, they don't make them like they used to. So
they don't make them like they don't make them like they used to." Okay, so she could. Okay, let's take this angle. Imagine that Superman cape isn't a Superman cape, right? And let's just imagine just for a second that it was Black Panther's cape. Okay. I could see what she could be inferring if she's saying they don't make them like this anymore. Because I don't think she's really referring to the cape per se.
No.
Right? The cape is a symbol.
That woman. Yeah.
Right. She's referring to the woman. Okay. So I can see what she could be talking about there. However, the cape is that the fact that she put the Superman cape in her hand is very interesting.
Yeah.
We trying to save her, brothers. We trying.
I'm not trying. I'm not. No, this is literal interpretation. That's all this is.
Okay.
No, this is art interpretation, dude. You have to basically pick apart and dissect what you're looking at. So if the artist gave it a caption, okay, then that does give us some inference to go on. So then I say, okay, well then maybe we shouldn't focus on the cape so much for a second, because she's saying they don't make them like they used to. And what is more sizable in this image is the system. So if she's saying they don't make them like this, like they used to, well, let's compare and contrast to your modern day, go-getter, independent woman. So I could then see the inference, and then I could even say, okay, well, if she's saying that they don't make them like this anymore, and then the image is women like this actually made men super.
Right. I'm
You know
hitting
what I
on
mean?
what you saying, Complex
Yeah.
and D-Rock Dan. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could go the other way, like saying like
That's
pretty
what I
much
mean.
like,
You gotta really dig this. You gotta just pick it apart. But
like they don't make them like they used to. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
ain't.
And her caption is very telling when she said that. That gave me a different way to look at this.
So what she's trying to say here is that women like that made men super. Yeah, but see, and then I always keep circling back to the mammy costume and mammy uniform. I shouldn't say costume. And then it's hard to say what essentially D-Rock Den is saying, that we all know the art is not saying that the black man is Superman.
That's the reason why you then have to look at the choice of using Superman's cape. Like I said, you could have used Black Panther's cape.
Yep.
We adding to the art now, brother. We have to take it as is.
That's
like
what you do.
That's what I mean. You got to take it as is. So Superman is Superman. That's why I told Panther God, I'm not going to go down that road of trying to interpret Superman as actually being some black Jew or something like that. No, he's a white dude. Okay. And so,
honest, brother.
Yeah, and in this piece of art, she chose to use Superman's cape.
Okay, real quick. Well, shout out to D-Rock Den. Thank you for that super chat. And shout out to you, Michael Ross. You sent 2 in a row, and I barely realized it because they were exactly the same. They didn't have a caption. Jerome D says, I see sleeves. Is it a shirt or unfinished suit? Okay, yeah, a lot of people are confused just looking at it. Superman's cape is just solid red. So that's actually Superman's uniform.
That's the chest. That's the chest part.
Suit.
Yeah. The S is on his chest. The S is on his chest, is not on his cape.
That's actually the chest part. My bad.
Yeah.
That's
I've been saying cape for the longest.
Yeah.
Like in my even in my original video, I said Superman's cape, but then I thought about it afterwards. Like, wait a minute, the cape is red.
Chest. Yeah, that's actually the chest part. My bad.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. So he was really not Superman's cape; it's Superman's uniform.
Yeah,
but either way, so it doesn't change the nature of what we're talking about.
Knitting, yeah, she's knitting his suit basically.
Hey, Bernard, check this. Somebody said that she is Superwoman. It's her cape. What about that?
Reach.
Yeah, that's a reach.
That's a reach. Black Uru strikes. Yeah, we just went over that. Not trying to nitpick, but Superman's cape is red. Yep. We got it.
Okay, and wait. Let's assume. Let's go on that premise for just a second, because that's a legitimate interpretation, actually. Maybe that's her suit.
No, man.
No. Let's go on the caption. They don't make them like they used to. Right? And so what she's saying maybe is that Superwoman was the woman who was selfless, right? And gave of herself. And maybe that was Superwoman. That actually, okay, there's another angle. Remember, this is art.
Yeah,
this is art.
There's so many places to go with it when it comes to art, but I can't deny the unmistakable staring right in your face. Like you pointed out, Complex. She do look sad. She do look unhappy. She do look like she's doing something that she has to do. She's in a mammy costume, and which means that she's working in the mammy costume, and I even said possibly even a house slave uniform. Who knows? But let's just stick with mammy. She's in the mammy costume, and she's sewing or knitting perhaps a hole in Superman's uniform.
And under disguise, what was Clark Kent? He was just a demure newspaper guy who wore glasses, and Lois Lane thought he was lame, right? Right. So, is the mammy costume her disguise?
Bro, I see this as support and neglect. Two keywords: support and neglect. Supporting her man
She's
You know,
supported, but she's also being neglected. And
yeah, because
that's the
Superman has
purpose.
to go out and do his things. Yeah, he has to go out and save the world, but she's at home, mending things, and Superman probably on the couch drinking a beer. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, change
Okay,
that
but the
channel.
women work around the house dressed in house-made uniforms.
No, well, this is art again. So she's trying to give.
Okay.
She's trying to give the impression, right? So when you see a woman in a house-made uniform, what do you typically assume about her? She's not the head like that.
Yeah, support. She should
Yeah,
support.
right. So she's not in a power position based on the fact that she's got she's a maid basically.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick with my original
that's good. I think.
interpretation.
Hold on, wait, real quick before you say that. I think we did narrow down how a way that this could be interpreted that doesn't, make. My original interpretation, what originally came to me. Hold on, that clicking. Stop that clicking for a second.
Oh shit, my bad. That's my
What originally came to me was a little dark because it was predicated on the notion that I've seen artwork where a woman was ironing a Superman cape or uniform, and it was clear that she was doing it. Was set in modern times. It was clear that she was doing it for her man before her man went to work, and her man was just a regular guy. They were in a regular house, and she was ironing Superman's uniform for her man. It was at least my interpretation of it is that she viewed her man as Superman. So that was the symbolism there. So that I started predicated on that. So that's why I said whoever she's knitting that Superman uniform for, she views them as Superman. And then I said she's in a house-made uniform or house slave uniform. And back when they wore those uniforms, they were working for white people or owned by white people, which means that's who she's knitting the cape, knitting the uniform for, which means she must view that white man that she works for or owned by as Superman, or he's superior to her in some type of way. That was my initial interpretation. Yeah. Now I see, peeling back some layers, I see how you can dig more out of that. I got it. I see it, but that's a tricky thing with art. Once you get too many ideas and you get too much stuff on the table, it's like you throw a lot of spaghetti against the wall. You don't know what's all going to stick to the person that's looking at it.
Well, that's why I did that. That's why I did the art interpretation live stream, right? Because it is something where it's something actually that increases your intelligence, right? When you can, well, like I say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So we're looking at this one image, and we've been talking for a good minute about it, right? Yeah. So there's a lot to take away from imagery, and that's why imagery is so powerful. That's why people can get programmed by imagery.
That's why I say support and neglect. Support is her knitting the thing. Neglect is her face.
Ooh, but check this. I feel that support and neglect because she was supporting him and neglecting her own. And check this. If you look at her attire, even though it may be a maid outfit, if you take that apron off and you take those sleeves off, that's almost a Victorian style dress. All she feels as if she was almost in the white woman's place, the Olivia Pope. She feels as if she's almost there.
I honestly, now that I'm really digging into this, I'm gonna throw this one out here. Take white people out of the equation, okay? Because her dress is blue, right? Her dress is the same blue as the suit that she's knitting, and like I said, I think with this more is this is the artist's interpretive message on the supportive role of a Black woman. Honestly, I'm going to remove Superman. I'm going to remove white folks. I'm going to remove all of that. And I'm going to go just on the strength that what the artist, the artist is communicating, at least from what I'm starting to take from this, is her being who she is makes her a superwoman. Like I'm going to center this strictly on what I'm looking at. I'm not even going to take other cues at this point, like because her maid dress is blue.
She did Olivia Pope.
Yeah,
I don't
think this has anything
understand why.
to do.
I don't
This is
understand why y'all putting Olivia Pope.
Yeah,
in-
no.
I
Like,
mean,
look,
that's
look. She's saying the role of a woman. When you look at a woman like this, what you're not going to be getting is your modern day feminist minded, independent woman. That's not what you're looking at right there. And she's equating maybe a woman with superhuman characteristics with a woman who's actually demure and supportive.
so complex. You're basically saying like she's Superwoman, she's helping him be Superman, right?
I don't even think it's a. We don't even have to look at a him because that suit is for her. The suit is emblematic of her role. This is what the artist is trying to project. Don't think of her as somebody who puts the suit on and goes flying in the air. The S on her chest is her taking care of her kids, supporting the home, supporting her man.
Right.
But that
Perfect
lady,
Storm, real quick. Perfect Storm in the building said black woman trying to say the slave for black man propaganda. Black woman trying to say they slave for black man propaganda. I see what you did there. I see where you're going with there. But then again, if that was the case, then she wouldn't. Okay, if the cape is being made for somebody else, the person that the cape is being made for is being paid a great compliment. So I don't think you could say it's we slave for black men propaganda, because they wouldn't be talking about we slave for black men, but also saying black men are Superman to us. Because then that goes back to what Complex was talking about the face. She wouldn't necessarily, if you view the man that you're with as Superman, then you're not just in this downtrodden posture while helping elevate him. So you can't take the person has some hurt in there.
Yeah. I'm with the Complex. I almost went to the other side, but after that caption, you know what I'm saying? The caption pretty much says they don't make him like this no more. So
Right,
it's kind of like it might be her.
Yeah, the caption gives it a different angle.
Shout out to New. I don't even know what he's talking about. He said, "You guys got it all wrong." Her face says, "Wait, no socks."
Nigga.
I'm with New. New cut up with it. I'm with New. She just mad that she's second place. She mad she's second place. She mad she's second place.
Wait, what do we mean by wait, no socks?
Because
no, like she's looking down like, damn, I did all this, ain't got no socks.
Like she ready to do the whole outfit. She ready to put him on point.
And it was like, damn, I make no socks. Fuck.
I just thought about this real quick. Does Superman's uniform do it like cut off at the ankle, or do it got the feet in like them kid pajamas?
No, he had like
red shoes.
Red shoes that kind of came up over him a little bit.
I know, but I imagine Superman uniform like it come with the feet in, but you still stick that inside the red boots. Do he actually put on? He actually put on red boots, right?
Yeah, he had like some red shoes on or something. I don't know if the thing had the feet in them though.
So she knitting the first nugget. She knitting the first nugget.
That would be funny as hell.
I mean, goddamn, this nigga it's like you got to put the feeder in him.
Hey, bro, any of you put the blunt down, man. You fucking us up.
He stepping. You never seen Superman like actually step into his uniform. If that motherfucker if he got the feet in it, man, I'd die.
You know, like other comic book superheroes, like, wait, Nick, like the feet are in those?
You mean to tell me you got the feet?
Nigga, none of us got the feet in ours, man. What the fuck?
He's like, I thought everybody had the feet in their uniform, man. This is y'all bullying, man. It's nice and comfy.
Like, nigga, this shit comfortable. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Bro, we know Flash got him.
Nigga, my feet stay warm.
Yeah, we know Flash got him.
Oh man. Shout out to hold on. Who is this? Nojo82 says she's a slave to the patriarchy in general. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. And New came through with a super chat. He said, "Boom." I don't know exactly what he.
He's talking about the socks.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He fucking us all up.
The feet in. Oh shit.
Man, I like that. New wild with it, boy.
That's funny as fuck.
Oh man, I just can imagine. You know, every Superman Halloween costume I've seen. Most of them. One of my kids was Superman for Halloween before. He had to came with the feet in.
Feet in. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. What was the other that other picture that you had?
Oh yeah, let me pull that one up.
Yeah.
Where we at?
We'll let everybody. We broke down that one, I think.
Yeah. We went,
Yeah, but I think that's her, bro. I think she's Superwoman.
I think we did a good job, yo. I think we did a real good job, brothers.
Yeah. There's a few. I'll tell you like this, based on all this.
white men.
White men, yeah.
Modern day white men.
That's Donald Trump in a Vault Tech uniform.
Them ain't old white men. Them ain't no colonials. Them some new day liberal white men.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let Complex look at it. And Complex, you going first, man. You going first. You gotta.
Wait, hold on. Give me like 15 seconds. I'm just warming up some coffee. Hold on.
All right, yeah, because this one I didn't have that much to say about. I looked at it, I noticed it. It was very eye catching, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, okay, Sarah Baartman, you know, on the rock, looking like a goddess, so to speak, and it's men bowing down at her feet, and then I look closer, then okay, it's white men bowing down at her feet, and I saw in the original the woman who posted this, there was a brother in the chat room said it should be black men down there bowing down and worshiping her too. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they it's some simpery dickery doc going on up in here, but here it is. Yeah, somebody said, Leo, as you said, it screams black woman is God. Well, it would scream that more if it was like if it was black men down there that would line up with their talking points. But it's an interesting decision by the artist to put strictly white men down there, but they could be down there just because, you know, after all, those were the ones who ultimately abused or exploited her. So it's showing them worshiping her a different, you know.
Bro, that's Trump. That's Trump right there with the blue thing on.
But
no, this looks pretty. This looks pretty.
Look at his hair. Look at his hairstyle.
Okay.
No, that looks pretty straightforward right there.
Like Trump.
Mean, there's not much to. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's. I would say that because she's scantily clad. Right.
Yeah.
Let's start there. She's scantily clad, and all white guys are bowing down to her.
White supremacy.
And she got the gastric bypass body. She got the straight up gastric bypass body. She looks, horribly shaped.
I
mean that she has the Sarah Baartman archetype, right?
Well, I think this is literally supposed to be Sarah Baartman.
That's supposed to be her. Okay, so wow. I mean, essentially, it's that divine femininity trope, basically. That's basically what it is. The divine femininity, right? All men will bow and submit to the divine femininity.
Bro, look at the men. Look at the men on the ground.
They stretched out.
No, that's what I mean.
I'm saying, look at their races. Like you see a white man, you see something that looks like maybe a Russian man because he has black hair, and then you see like the Asian looking man.
Yeah, I was ignoring that part. I was kind of ignoring that the guy in the one in the red that's at the bottom of the picture, he does look Asian.
He look Asian, yeah.
It showed a multitude of different races.
Yeah,
not black.
Remember, she's the she's the mother of civilization, right? She birthed humans into existence on this planet, and that would be all of the admixtures included, right? So, and notice there's a glowing aura around her.
Yes.
Right. That's the divine aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's literally an aura around her.
Yeah, but one thing that I don't want us to lose sight of, this isn't just a random black woman. The random black woman is God, Mother Africa. This is literally Sarah Baartman. That's what the artist was doing. I mean, this isn't the artist right here, the name right there. That's just somebody who reposted it. Who did this woman who reposted it? She has one of those barcode bodies where you paid to get your stomach and back fat removed. I guess I don't know. Paid and moved all that fat to your butt and some breast implants. Like the woman that posted this is built like that, and so that's why she said I had this piece commissioned. I've always wanted to have an art piece of Sarah Baartman. So this is Sarah Baartman. So let's
Yeah, you
Who
can
was
have
the
a
clown? Who was the
wait,
clown?
wait,
easy,
you can
easy,
have
one at a time.
you can have an art piece of Sarah Baartman, right? That's
Yeah.
one thing. But then you got all these other men of other nationalities bowing down to you. Okay, that's something else,
Yeah.
Right.
right? And so that's what I mean. It's like she's standing. Look, she's positioned. Let's just say on a pedestal. She stands
Mhm.
above them, right? Their ground level, she's above them, right?
But
She's
what
standing on a rock, and she's glowing. So she has a goddess presence. She's above them. She has an aura. They're bowing in submission to her.
Mhm.
And
my
who was
thing-
Sarah Baartman? She
oh,
was
yeah.
a clown. She was a circus. You know what I'm saying? A circus attraction.
She was a woman that was basically essentially kidnapped. I'm trying to remember what part. What was Sarah? Was it West Africa? I want to say it was. And she basically just had the body that you see there. Okay.
Oh no, I'm saying I know who she is. I'm saying like who was she
okay.
to white people? I'm saying like she was basically a clown.
She was a like I guess you could say sort of like a physical specimen, if you want to call it, because of her body.
Can I go left field real quick on y'all? What if this is a portrait of revenge because she has a staff in her hand with the men bowing to her?
That's what I'm saying. Basically, she used to be a clown, and now she has all the non-black men bowing to her. That's how I see it.
Well, that goes back to what I said early on, and y'all kind of chill out with timing people out. I mean, the one thing that that the chick Honey Dip said that was worthy of being timed out when she said what was this? Damn it, can't find what she said. Anyway, I can't find what she said. Said something about yeah, I hate single mothers, which I created them. Somebody come off subject like that and charging people up with doing stuff that people haven't done or you don't even know.
About art interpretation. Where the hell single mothers come from?
Yeah. So yeah, that was probably worthy of a getting, but that ain't even the one y'all timed her out on. Y'all timed her out on something else goofy that ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Let people rock, but the Honey Dip chick, I understand she ain't coming in here in good faith, but y'all quit making me put a cape on people. I don't like people just timed out for no damn reason. All right, let them rock. Even though that was she did say something a few messages back that was pretty much almost worthy of it because it was just an off-topic derailment.
Yeah, I don't even have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, that's on the. I don't mind that kind of stuff getting put out of there, but come on, yeah, go easy on the timing out. All right, Councilor Murray in the building. He says always about symbolism. Symbolism won't save you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Going back to what one of y'all said about this.
This is a revenge piece. Revenge piece. Yeah,
the revenge piece. It's that's true in the sense, at least to me, that's true in the pure sense that that yeah, she was abused and exploited by men of other races. All as far as I know, she went, all around the world being exploited.
Yeah, they used to throw peanuts at her. They used to throw peanuts.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot worse. But so yeah, so now though it's sort of depicted in a way like those same men are now bowing down to her, like she. So yeah, it is somewhat of a revenge thing. Like they're in the weaker position against this goddess. Like even if she wasn't standing on the rock, if she was standing down on the ground where they were at, and they stood straight up, they still would come maybe to her belly button. Like she's like twice the
6'4".
She's positioned as the greater entity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like she's not even human. Like they're mere mortals beneath her is what's going on there. So yeah, it is a revenge element. I mean, I
Either,
wouldn't imagine you make her some supreme powerful being with a glowing haze around her in 4 times the size of a regular human with a lot of power, so to speak. I can't imagine she would be friendly to them. So yeah, I do understand the interpretation where you're saying revenge pick.
And
And
look
that's
at
where
look at old boy in the blue.
Go ahead, Complex.
Yeah,
Complex.
Oh, and I was just going to say, and that's the reason why I said that. What it is there's a divine presence to like her image, and they're meek and meager, right? As I was saying, she's standing above them. She has an aura or a glow. She's holding a staff, which essentially would mean like, you know, a position of some sort of leadership, right, or rulership. Okay, and they bow in submission to her.
Right.
And the crazy,
Jerome, real quick, hold your thought. Jerome D in the building with a super chat. Appreciate that. He says on the staff, women on top, man on bottom.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Look at old boy in the blue. Is that not like a Trump hairstyle?
Why are you so fixated on Donald Trump with this thing, man?
But my thing is the glow the glow that they have on her gluteus maximus is where we really should be looking at, because the intelligence of a society, believe it or not, comes out of the fat tissue of a woman's butt. That's where a lot of a child's first brain is born. So she's saying she's birthed intelligence. She's birthed everything.
Okay, I didn't know that part.
You said the intelligence of a child
comes out of a woman's ass.
No. The very first tissues are that's where they come from. That's just why men want women with bigger. It's literally
okay. I understand. Time out. You almost on the right track. You got some of the science, I think, a little wrong, unless you can show me a link or give me something I could read on that. But it is true that part of the reason why men are hardwired to like, you know, a nice asses, like that extra meat, that extra fatty tissue down there is valuable for, I forgot what was the reason. It had nothing to do with the brain development of the baby, but that extra fatty tissue that she had, it helps the baby in the event that certain nutrients or whatever, like let's just say if she wasn't because you know times were, I mean, I go back 50,000 years ago, 100,000 years ago, you know how human beings were living. They were living like animals. You know, there wouldn't no such thing as 3 square meals a day. If you ate, you ate. So a woman having an extra fatty tissue in her ass increases the probability that the baby would be able to survive if there was some reserve fat laying around on the woman's body, so to speak.
Wait, I thought it was the hips. I thought it was the hips.
All of that is connected. Well, as far as the hips,
yeah, I thought it was the hips.
That helps to actually passing through the birth canal.
Birth canal, yeah. I thought that's what it was.
That's different from the baby surviving in the womb.
Exactly.
Okay, got you.
Exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, but that is the reason why we are attracted to wider hips and a little extra cushion back there on the ass. The reason we attracted to bigger breast is because it implies more milk. But in our modern mind, we just like, damn, look at that ass, look at them titties. But we are actually hardwired to find those things attractive because it's evolutionary survival advantage in men being attracted to those things. But we're in modern times now, so none of that really matters because
that's not a natural ass.
We live in a civilization. And so none of that matters. But if you want to talk about what we're programmed and hardwired to be attracted to and to like, then yeah, those are factors. So yeah, but no,
yeah, like Brenda said, like that looks unnatural. Like her ass is pointy. Her ass is
it's a weird thing. I think they do have actual pictures of actual Sarah Baartman, and it did look weird.
No, it wasn't a triangle. It looked weird. It wasn't a triangle.
It looked weird. It looked shaped. It looked shaped very weird. I can say that. It looked shaped very weird. But I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it there. But I forgot where we're going now. We got thrown off.
Hey,
don't know
look,
where
all that matters is the Asian man is bound down
why is that all that matters?
because CCP, you know what I'm saying, Chinese pretty much taking over. And then you got the looks like the Russian man. I would say the second guy is a Russian. He's white with black hair. And the third guy looks like I mean, I know you say, you know, I'm tripping, Bernard, but it look like Trump. So
Yeah, I don't think that was the artist's intention to make that guy.
yeah, I think it was. I think it was. Look at it, bro. Asian man, Russian man, Chinese man.
All right, all right.
Sorry, I had actually stepped away for a second.
Yeah, you ain't missing a
Bro,
whole
but
lot.
complex. You see me, bro? Asian man, Russian man, look like Trump.
I can't really pick out.
Look close. I'm look close, bro.
I mean, bro, I got glasses on, bro, and I can only see but so much. I just see, three dudes of various ethnicities across the globe who are in a submission position to her. Like,
Yes.
I'm not really digging because there's not really much detail in them other than the fact that the positions that they're in, right? I mean, there's not really much to deduce from them.
And the
Other
hair
than
and
that.
skin color.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the hair. That's what I'm saying. I can't really see it.
You
Like,
gotta zoom in, bro.
The only thing we can conclude is that yes, like a complex
I'm
said, they're in a
phone,
position, they're bowing down in reverence and worship, and they're not black. That's it. To try to pin the tail on the donkey, this one represents Trump, the other one represents Russia, the other one represents China. No, that's I ain't going. But yeah, I think it's
Shirt
just to
colors.
be symbolic of the men who abused and or exploited her, bowing down and worshiping her. That's I think that's
shirt colors.
I would say that this is more of like a visual redemption story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to give this piece a name, I would call it redemption.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Al Boogie in the building. He says that tinfoil hat is strong.
Hey, bro, I take all that, bro.
Right on. Black woman is God. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of that going on. You know what? If it was black men down there, then we definitely
I was just gonna go there. I was like, you notice there's inconspicuously somebody missing there who doesn't probably believe that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the shirts. Look at the shirts.
What about the shirts?
Red equals China. Blue, so called. Bro, I'm sorry, I'm RBR today. Yeah, bro.
Holy shit,
I'm RBR.
man. Okay, no, the red, blue, and black that equals the red, blue, and black Power Ranger. Just say anything at that point.
I'm saying the red for the Chinese. And you can see it's obviously the Asian dude, and then you see like the black that's kind of Russian, and then you see like the blue that's supposed to be American.
Why does black symbolize Russia when their flag is red?
Because I mean, shit, nigga, they ain't got shit over there.
What? Come on, all right.
Am I too deep? I'm too deep. All right.
I don't know if this is deep or I don't know if it's something else. I don't know if it's deep though.
But look,
it's not deep. It's more like it's in the clouds. Like it's
there we go. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
It's way up there.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, come on. Cloud storage. Yeah.
Y'all don't see like the blue dude with he has a Trump haircut.
Brenda
I got glasses on and I can't see that shit.
Bro, zoom in, bro.
I zoomed in far as I can go.
Bernard, read the comment, man.
She's at least 180 pounds, 50 pounds in her ass. No, given the fact that she's damn near probably 8 feet tall, if we just assume that those men are at least 5'9" or 5'10", she's probably closer to 7 foot 5 at least, probably 8 feet tall. So I would venture to say that that's comfortably over 300 pounds of woman.
You've seen women with that.
Like, look at
you've seen women with this physical profile before. You've seen women with just a whole lot of ass in the back. Okay, it's not like it's not like a unfamiliar sight within like black society, right? To see women who have large
Grown
hips,
man.
little ass area.
Hey, yo, but check this.
But
She-
to the Europeans though, and to others at the time, that wasn't a normal feature on the women of their societies. And this is the reason why, like soon after, women started wearing what they call bustiers. So remember those, they have those dresses,
The
and
Victorian
then
dresses, yeah.
the Victorian dresses where it makes their ass look fat in the back.
It's my corsets.
Or yeah, whatever the term is. But why do you think they did that?
They try to have a big booty.
Yeah, to emulate this right here.
But check this, so but what's really crazy about this is she got that staff and she whooped all them men by herself. It ain't no black man to help her or beside her. She did it all by herself. That's what she's saying.
I don't think she whipped anybody. Like I said, the image is depicting a godly presence. Okay, so all they're bowing in submission, dude. That doesn't show. There's no indication. Look at the setting behind them. It's all peaceful and shit.
After she
like,
don't whoop them into submission, and ain't no black man there.
You don't see any signs that there was any sort of struggle or anything, dude. She has a glowing aura about herself, dude. You're right.
I give you that. They in submission.
I mean, dude, if a 7 foot tall black woman with a big ass who was glowing descended upon you, the first thing you're not thinking to fight.
Yeah, I'm smashing.
They ain't trying to smash. They ain't trying to smash.
The hell.
This is crazy, bro.
All right, Al Boogie says, B Diddy, did you see the video where they are injecting chicken broth in their ass in Africa? Is tinfoil fitted or snap? Is his tinfoil fitted or snapback? I don't know. I don't know. I think he got it sold on, whatever it is. He got it. He can't even take it off. But as far as them putting chicken broth in the buttocks, I didn't know they were doing that. I didn't know that they were doing that. That's wild. I don't know why they would need to do that, because you can take fat from the belly or other areas and put your actual body fat into your butt. So I don't know why they would be using chicken broth.
Bro, because it costs too much money. That's extra incision.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. See, then that's the problem that be happening with a lot of black women that don't got it, want it so bad that they go get it any reckless, unprofessional, unsafe, unsanitary in somebody's auntie's basement procedure going on. It's weird. Not weird. It's actually disgusting that a lot of them are doing that. You know, it's a lot of white women and women of other races doing it, but they bare minimum, it seems as if they go and get it done correctly, if that's a such thing as getting that done correctly. But they seem to go get it done correctly. But it's some sisters just going to get it done in somebody's basement. They putting cement in people's butt and all kind of. I mean, it's
bro. Brazil is Brazil not like the number one plastic surgery capital?
I don't know if it's the number one plastic surgery capital, but I do know that there's a it's an actual surgical procedure that they do that costs money. The Brazilian butt lift. Yeah, they fly over there and they get it done. And if you get it done right, I mean, my theory on it is, or my take on it is, that it either look good or it don't. You know, I'm not tripping if you took some fat and moved it from here and put it there. I think it either look good or it don't. Sometimes they do that stuff and it don't look good. And then there's factors in the equation where they do it, and then it's like some extra maintenance that you got to pay money to go in and get. And a lot of them don't pay for the maintenance, and then it start falling apart. And I don't know if they ass be leaking or I don't all kind of stuff be going on, man. It's weird when I haven't done a deep dive research into it, but I've scratched the surface of that shit. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild getting all, and they just go to getting all those surgeries. But thanks for that super chat, Al Boogie. Appreciate it. And where we we closing in on the 2 hour mark. Oh, Complex dropped down. Damn, StreamYard crashed on me and won't reload. I dropped that link again for you, Complex. Give me a second.
I don't care what y'all say, bro. Old boy in the blue look like Trump. Like he had the slick back hair and everything.
That's a real skinny Trump. I would have went more with Barron or something like his son. I'm just messing with you, man. But I mean, it could be, bro. You never know.
Yeah,
Man.
slick back hair, bro. Blonde hair, black hair, black hair.
Well,
We
that
see
this
an
could
Asian
be
man, obviously, and then we
that
see
this could
another
be
man who has black hair.
I think the attention to detail in Sarah Baartman. I think if she wanted to sell the image that Trump was bowing down, worshiping her, she would have did a better job at depicting Trump.
Like a MAGA hat or something like that.
I got you. Maybe it's just like American. Maybe it's like American, you know what I'm saying, Russian and Asian.
Or just the Aryan, just the blonde.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Blue eyes.
Maybe it's just some white men.
Yeah.
This is like come
We done went left. I know we went left, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, bro. Blue eyes. You know what I'm
saying? Oh my goodness. Hip to waist ratio is connected to fertility. Yes, that is true. And the antisocial socialite. Funny name, by the way.
Hey, Miss A, what's going on? It's my good friend, Miss Antisocial Socialite. She does really good content, by the way. People should go subscribe to her channel.
The Antisocial Socialite.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. I just read the saw the name, and the name was funny to me, and then I looked at the comment.
Yeah, I actually did a one-on-one with her on my channel, man. She's real cool.
Pretty cool. Cool.
Hey, but she naked and they got clothes on. So what that say? Black goddess? Y'all with me on that?
No, that's what I said initially.
Yeah.
This is sort of like a divine femininity trope.
Mm-hmm. And she got the horns of Jesus wrapped around her chest. I'm just messing. I'm not really going conspiracy now, but what she got across her chest? What kind of thorns that across her chest?
What? Only thing I see on her chest are tits, dude.
Yeah, I don't see no thorns.
No, above it.
What's that? Like ceremonial like tattoos.
It looks like they have like what they do is they have these things where they like either gold or brass. And they'll make like these ornaments that go around their arms. Like even women in America wear these things. Like you go to some of the higher end jewelry dealers and they make sort of like these arm ornaments and stuff that like they actually kind of craft it to your arm, and it's like a piece of jewelry actually. And so those are like for like in the tribes, like the members of royalty and like the chiefhood and stuff like that, they wore those ornaments. That's what I'm saying. Like what you have here is essentially like a goddess figure.
Yeah, it's like a get back. It's like, hey, y'all laughed at me before, and now I'm a goddess and kneel before my feet, pretty much.
I don't know if it's even like a now I'm a goddess. This is really more reflective. This is more reflective of how she should have been revered the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
Because she's not reflecting anything modern. So there's not a now, right? This is literally who she was when she was kidnapped.
Ooh, your art skills are kicking in now, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, notice even like the background, it's completely natural and undisturbed, right? Mm-hmm. There's no signs of conquer. There's no signs of foreign invasion, right? You have to really take away from everything that you're seeing there. Everything is like peaceful. This is like a real peaceful image.
And the gold bangles on the legs that symbolizes royalty.
Yeah. And even her stance, dude. Her stance is I would say it's a graceful stance. It's not masculine. Look at her legs. Look at how her feet are.
That's how they be doing it on Snapchat nowadays. They be
Yeah,
mocking.
show that ass. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
complex. I mean, why Sarah Baartman?
No, because Sarah Baartman, again, she's an actual example of a black woman who was objectified for the world's entertainment.
I thought that was
I got
Nefertiti
you.
at first.
No, not Sarah Baartman. Yeah, they used to like pretty much pick at her like a clown.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
I actually like this image. I like it.
yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know if I like it, but it's interesting.
No,
I mean,
like I
it's
said, I
pretty.
like it.
It is pretty. It's pretty though. It's pretty. I say
Yeah,
that
that's
it's
what I'm saying. I like it because it's very peaceful.
And notice she has uh pretty much like a human on top of her staff versus like a serpent, like what we normally see.
Okay, you just pointed out
Oh
something that I
man,
didn't
I did
notice.
see that. That's
Guardian of Men.
curious.
Damn, I can't
Ooh,
zoom that in anymore, but that is a person.
that's
That's
two
actually
of
two
them.
That's
people.
two people.
Hmm.
Yep, that's two people. Interesting. Didn't notice that at all.
Yeah, normally staffs will have like serpents or something like that on there.
Good observation. Good
Hell
observation.
yeah, good eye, man.
Good observation. But yeah, no, that's interesting. That's interesting. But man. So we went a few ways on this. This was an interesting turn, interesting take, interesting spin on this. I didn't know fully what to expect. Like I said, what to expect. Like when I threw out that the first video where I just did a little stream where I just gave my take on um that original painting that I talked about in a brief 6-minute video, basically teasing that I'm going to be talking about it on the live show. Yeah, this one right here. I didn't know who would be coming up or who had something to say on it. I was glad when I saw Complex. I didn't know that you talked about art interpretation on your
Yeah,
channel.
art interpretation.
I didn't know that. So that was perfect and fitting because I like to look at that too. I'm no expert, but I do like to check it out. I do like to dabble into that because
Yeah, it's a term called it's called symbol literacy,
uh-huh.
right? So it's basically being literate in symbols.
Yo, Bernard, let us have our last say on this shit, man.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Oh wait,
pretty much.
real quick. Shout out to Corner Store Podcast. I think that's yeah. He's saying this is
Rob. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. So sorry. I almost got to apologize. Got your government name up there, so I'm gonna make sure when I add you to the formal list that I don't got your government name up there, even though I got the block hot on probably your Facebook page right now. Everybody probably trying to look that up. So let me make that correction and make that change. But thanks for becoming a Patreon. I definitely appreciate that and appreciate the super chat. But go ahead. I think that was Darth Slothy is trying.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say my last thing is I think she's knitting it for herself. After looking at it and after pretty much they don't make them like this no more. I feel like she's knitting for herself. And that's it.
All right. Go ahead. I think Herb Gotti. I'm forgetting who on here because I can't see none of you. But go ahead, Herb Gotti. You can give me a final take.
Yeah, I'm going to get my final take and get her. Thanks for letting me be on your podcast, Bernard. But I think she's still mad. She's second class, and she either want that cape for herself or to take the number one spot.
Right on. Go ahead. You got it. Complex. You can give your final take, your final words.
Well, thanks again, Bernard, for having me up on
Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah, that's funny.
I had to give you my snooty art pronunciation of your name, Bernard. Bernard Riley.
That's our Jessica. That's that Jessica X. That's
Bernard.
Bernard.
Miss Antisocial Socialite is also a Londoner as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so you guys know, real cool chick. So yeah. I think it kind of, like the song that actually comes to my head is Karen White, Superwoman. Just, I don't know. Yeah, it kind of came to my head too. So that's where I'm really kind of going with it. It's a superwoman. It's a superwoman thing, and I think that we on first glance we think a Superman, superwoman, right? And we're thinking again, leaps tall buildings, shoot lasers out your eyes, and stop trains from going rogue and all that stuff, right? But I think the what the artist is trying to imply here was just like a woman who is basically in service to her children, her husband, her home, and the creator that she serves under is the prototypical superwoman, and she doesn't look like what you might think. So that's what I'm taking away from this artist's illustration right here, and then the other one we just talked about it. So
right on. And all right, now I've given my opinion many times over on it, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I want to let what Complex said right there be the last words, but I do gotta. Oh shit! I'm stretching and yawning. Glad y'all can see that, man. I just cracked every bone. Yeah. That was a good one, man. I feel so relaxed, but yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who came on through today. I've been going almost 7 days a week, so I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, but we'll see. But I'd like to thank everybody who came on in. I dropped a pre-recorded video clip of Black Ram giving his endorsement of the Nation of Islam women. So go ahead and check that one out when y'all get off of here. Don't know if I'll be dropping anything else, but I probably will be dropping more short format pre-recorded videos and use those as like really just the backdrop of what I'm going to be talking about on the live show. So
hey, Bernard, old girl you showed was fine as fuck.
On the thumbnail or the cat?
Yes, the thumbnail. Yes.
Yeah. I dropped her her Instagram just to help y'all simp a little harder. Her Instagram is hold on. I'm gonna help y'all out. Dang it, I can't remember her Instagram.
So you can simp a little harder.
What is her Instagram? I sorry, I can't. It's in the. I think I put it in the. No, it's in the comment section. So yeah, just go watch that video and click the comment. It's in the comment. Somebody asked who is she, and I put her name there. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I'll be all day trying to find it. So yeah, y'all can go check her out. She clicked, well, I won't say clickbaiting, but she do the little thing well where she get dressed up and with her head covered, looking
and still be having the ass, yeah,
and but you can see ass poking out of the out of the little coverall suit or whatever. So yeah, y'all can go simp a little harder than what y'all already be simping over there on her, but anyway, thanks everybody who came through to hit the super chat, hit the like, who's shared and subscribed and bang the bell or whatever you did, even if you came and hit the thumbs down or dropped the distracting, derailing comment in the chat and got timed out. I even thank and appreciate all of you. And most importantly, well, not most importantly, because everybody's equal. I love all you. I love all of you the same. But Corner Store Podcast became a Patreon today. So special thanks and shout out to him. Appreciate that. And with that said, we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.